we'll adjourn the March 27th meeting at 1:07. And we'll start here, if I can read this small little thing. We'll start with the roll call.
Frank Garcia, Lisa Gainey, Supervisor Begay, Councilmember Garcia, Councilmember Garcia. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's not able to attend. Pamela Buzzard.
Here.
Shannon Greenwood.
Here.
Catherine Moore.
Here.
Katie Quick.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum.
All right. The public participation, is anybody online from the public? Okay, we don't see anyone there. Approval of the February 27th minutes from the meeting. I'll give everybody a minute just to quickly look through them. Okay, do I have someone that wants to move to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the February meeting.
Thank you. I'll second that. And the minutes have been approved.
As per on that.
Okay. Let's go ahead and vote on the approval of the minutes. Everybody that approves of the approval, say aye.
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 Everybody opposed, say aye. Okay, the minutes have been approved. Going down to item 5, information, communication, and disclosures for board liaisons or staff. Does anybody have anything they want to communicate or information?
I have a communication.
Okay.
I just wanted to share with the group that not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I went to the Tucson Festival of Books. And if you've never been to that, it is worth going to. They get a lot of attendance, about 130,000 attendees at the University of Arizona. And also, I don't know, probably around 300 authors. So if you have a favorite author that you would like to see speak, keep your eye on that. They also have, looks like Judy's here. They also have volunteer opportunities. So I volunteered to take an author to their event, just to walk them to where that was. And I ended up with taking Philip Margolin around, which if we have any people here who like legal thrillers, he's a very big name. So just wanted to mention that in case anyone had interest.
Nice. Is that a once-a-year thing?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? Information, communication, disclosures. All right, we'll move on to item 6, which is reports and discussion items, and we'll go ahead and turn it over to Linda for the director's report.
Okay, I'll go ahead and highlight several things in the report, and then if there are questions for me, I'll be happy to entertain those. There was a pretty cool program that Miranda offered over at East Flagstaff. She usually works at downtown, but she went over there and she worked with Willow Bend Environmental Education Center, and they did a puppet show script writing and puppet design workshop. So I think that sounded like a really interesting and fun program and a nice partnership as well. And then the other thing I want to bring up is that the library is participating this year in the Big Read. So this is an annual program where a book is selected with certain themes, and then people throughout the community are reading this book and hosting events that have something to do with the book. And so this year the book is There by Tommy Orange. And it sounds like a really interesting one. I have not read this one, but it's a story about a number of different indigenous people who are traveling to a powwow in California. And the book is told from the point of view of different people. And so it sounds like something that there can be really interesting discussions around. And the Downtown Library is hosting a writing program that's going to coincide with the Big Read that is talks about viewpoint and multiple viewpoints in literature. Another exciting one is we now have a lovely kiosk, as you can see in your report, for our culture passes. So we've spoken about those before in the board meeting, and the most recent significant addition is that people can check out a culture pass to go to Lowell Observatory. So that's pretty exciting and a wonderful resource for our community. And then we had Forest Lakes put on a nice program where they had people make Valentines for seniors and shut-ins to then later give out on Valentine's Day. So that was a nice and novel program that I hadn't heard of anyone doing before. And then in staff news, we have very big news that we do have our East Flagstaff Library branch manager, Caitlin Morrison, on board. And she most recently had worked for Maricopa County Libraries. I think before that, Mesa Public, and then also in Alaska, I believe. So she brings some really nice experience, and we're super excited she's here. And then as I think I reported in last month's report, our branch manager for the Grand Canyon Community Library left and moved out of state, and that position has been filled by Amy Zink, who had formerly been working at the jail library. So we're excited that we've found someone for the Grand Canyon, but of course now Damaris gets to find someone to replace Amy at the jail. So those were the main things I wanted to bring up and highlight, and I'm happy to answer any questions about those items or any others in my report.
Linda, I have a question. What's the date of the city council meeting for the library week thing?
Would you believe it's April Fool's Day? It really is.
Yeah.
So it's next Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
And what time is that?
I think 3 o'clock. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
It's usually 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes. And we're one of the first things on the agenda.
Oh, good. Because last time we kind of sat through.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm not going to be able to make it to that since we just found out that that's the date, and I already had plans to be out of town, but Jennifer is kindly going to pinch hit, and Amelia is going to be on hand to answer any questions that might come up that we might need answers to.
All right. Anybody have any questions or comments for Linda? All right. We will move on.
We'll hold the CMS tour after the meeting
Oh, okay.
since the majority of us are virtual.
Right.
So we can just,
Amelia?
Yeah.
Do you want to mention that if there is interest, we might be offering another CMS tour for people who couldn't make it in person this time?
yes, that is something I am willing to do. I was gonna say, assuming Abby is also willing, and she is, thankfully, that we can offer another time or potentially two that the rest of the board might be able to come in and tour that back half of the library. I'll send out, I guess my question would be to you, is that something you are interested in and would come in for? Okay, I'm seeing nods. Katie or Pam, do you think that's something?
Yeah. I mean, if it's a day that I have my partner covered, or that I can get my kiddo, if it's a school day, I'm totally down to go.
Okay, well, wonderful. I'll reach out to each of you, and I'll include Lisa and Frank on that as well, and we'll see what we can get worked out.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, on to item 7, action items. Does anybody have anything? All right, on to item 8, informational items and requests from board members. Okay, I don't see anything. And 9, agenda for future meetings. We already have our agenda, right?
We do, but if there's anything that someone
Wants
wants
to
us to add, we can.
Okay. Does anybody have anything they want to add to the agenda that already exists? Okay. Our next board meeting, this is a short meeting. Our next board meeting is April 24th. Last call for any additional discussion or items.
Can I share something from NAU that I hope is appropriate, but this group was the first group that I thought of when I think my camera's not working, I'm sorry. That the undergraduate research symposium is in May, and they're always looking for reviewers for the students to do their presentation for, and it's open to the community. So if that's something that you might be interested in or able to share, I'm happy to share that information offline. But it's not just science or engineering, but there's art students and writing and all sorts of different types of research that the students will be presenting. And you get to engage with them. And I think it's really fun to see what our students are doing in the community.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
I just wanted to say I'm excited that the Lowell passes are part of the cultural passes now. So I'm surprised there hasn't been any like conflict to grab one.
Yeah, so Catherine just asked how many are there, so there's 2 sets of 2 passes.
Okay.
Here, and I think generally it's the same at each side. I think that's how our program works, is what we have. They have the same quantity over there. But I might be wrong, they might only have 1.
Okay.
But I think it
That's
should
good
be.
to know.
Yeah.
Forest Lakes has one too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the Page Library is also working on joining the Act 1 program
Mm-hmm.
to with those.
Yeah,
to offer those.
cool. Yeah, I've used them a lot. They're nice.
And Linda, did you say there's a new kiosk for that? And if so, kind of where is it in the same spot?
I believe it's over in the reference area near the reference desk. I haven't actually seen it in person yet.
It's kind of between the DVDs and the reference desk itself now.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Alrighty, anything else? All right, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Oh, you don't have to motion
Oh, we don't
that,
have to-
you can just
okay.
adjourn it.
All right, well, we will go on the tour then, and the meeting is adjourned at 1:21.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
My last preservation commission.